Hi, Gemini. This is your reading for the time period of December 1st to December 14th, 2019. For those of you who are new to my channel or you're just visiting, welcome to Amani's Light Work. For those of you who have been here from the beginning of time, I truly appreciate your continuous love and support. Okay, so like I told the other signs that are currently up right now, because of my work schedule and because I've just been busy, period, with personal matters, you will see the videos get uploaded within the next couple of days. Okay, I'm doing yours right now, but you will see the other signs up soon. Okay, so it won't take me that much longer to get the other signs done. Okay, but I'm just letting you know that they will get done. Okay, so let's see what energies are coming through for you, Gemini, for the first half of December. Okay. So Aries element is coming to mind for some reason, but she has my taxes or your part of your pay or part of your taxes. But it's because of a Libra. If a Aries does have access to that, but they open up a separate account. I almost said second. They opened up a second account or they opened up a separate account, but taxes in it. So when I said separate, a second account or a separate account, if something's going on where your taxes are in there. So this could be this could have something to do with business deals and cheating business partners, or I don't know if it's a cheating lover, or I was getting cheating. It could be cheating business partners, cheating co-workers and things of that nature that open up separate accounts. So when I said cheating business partners, cheating co-workers, they did something really interesting with taxes. They did something really interesting with your taxes, or they opened up some type of chase that Chase is coming to mind. That could be somebody's name, or or literally you could be chasing down someone, or it could be Chase Bank, however you want to look at Chase. Usually when I pick up words from spirit, I usually break down I usually break down a list of meanings that the word could possibly have. So when I went on the example of the accounts and your taxes, Aries responsible, the accounts and Aries element responsible, disperse, yes, that could be a possibility. Dispersing it, and I mean, in order for the taxes or the money to even be in a separate account or second account or a separate account, it would need to be by Aries. It would need to be dispersed by an Aries element there. But a Leo has known something for a while also, so. But they're a little bit vindictive. So if a Leo has that information, you may deem them to be vindictive. It just depends on what's going on. So let me just move back a little bit. I wanted to get back to the example that the spirit was giving me about Chase. It literally could be a Chase account, money dispersed in. It could be a Chase account that your money is dispersed in, or part of your money is in. But there is the under Aries name. There is an account in there somewhere that may be under Aries element's name. So these could be the way. This could be an interesting way that you deal with coworkers, business partners. It's normal for business partners to have this kind of behavior, but if it's regular coworkers that cross a boundary with, you have regular coworkers that you may have allowed them to cross some kind of interesting financial boundary with you, vice versa. But somebody could only be doing something because you allowed them. Someone could be doing something also because you allowed them to. So either you don't know of this, or you're responsible for the reason why it's happening. It just depends on what's going on there. Okay. So the Five of Pentacles energy is underneath. You could be dealing with earth signs, but taxes. I feel like not if it's not necessarily earth sign energy, it could be. I do feel like something interesting could be going. But I keep feeling this feeling of disperse. So your taxes could be your taxes, or something about your taxes could end up being dispersed. But I was also getting the Aries, but the taxes could be dispersed, or they are in an account run by Aries. They are in an account that is under an Aries element's name. But how to get to that? So the Five of Pentacles energy, how to get to that, or the Five of Pentacles contacting Earth sign. The Five of Pentacles could also be contacting an Earth sign energy that may have Aries involvement. The Earth sign energy has information on the Aries element being involved in your personal finances or your personal and private affairs because of taxes. The reason the Earth sign energy has information on how the Aries element is dealing with your finances. So the Aries element could be some form of a boss to you, but they just govern my money. So if they're not necessarily if they're not necessarily a boss or a supervisor, they could be. They just govern your money. They could just be someone in your household. They could be someone that you're tied to, some type of relationship partner, a coworker, a business partner that cross boundaries. So there's someone that crossed a boundary with you, but they crossed a boundary to the point where contacted Libra. They crossed a boundary by contacting a Libra to get your name, or to get your name, or I get a picture of your ID, like to get like a student ID or your an ID, that some type of ID that's how an account is being able to be opened. Like that could be something that an Aries element did with a Libra, but the Libra had copies. So when I hit Libra, a Libra had copies. A Libra had copies of your IDs, your addresses, your name printed on something. They had copies of your name being printed or scripted onto something. Your signature may have been on something, and that could be, that you don't know that, and that could be why the Aries element was able, or they're able to open up an account. They're able, or that's why they were able to open up an account either in your name, or it's your money, or it's your money Libra gave. It's your money that a Libra gave an Aries element, whatever fire sign. A Libra could have given. You know what this feels like? I'll give you a perfect example. This feels like a situation where you're being paid, but this is like being paid. A Libra could be managing money. A Libra could be responsible for managing something about your money in a business, whatever is it the Libra's doing. But you could have given them that responsibility. But I keep feeling this feeling of crossing boundary. But something about that kind of boundary that you crossed with them, or that kind of responsibility that you gave a Libra, but they once did that with me. So the Five of Pentacles energy underneath, the Libra may have once had those kind of interactions with you with their own finances. They may have had that kind of interaction with you with their own finances, but something may be limited. Or it is, or it is not. Something to be limited about the kind of leeway that you're allowing a Libra to have with your finances or your documents. Open up account. So when I said that they may have opened up account, this is like opening. This could be a situation where it is your money, but the Libra, okay, it is your money, but the Libra feels the need open up a separate account. The Libra feels the need to open up a separate account. So either it's under their name, it's under Aries' name, or accounts under those elements name. Accounts being under those elements name, it's just your money. It could just be your money, but it doesn't necessarily have to be under your name. It could be, but arguing about that. So the Five of Pentacles, you could be arguing about just that. So it just depends. But the Earth sign energy that you're tied to could get what Aries is doing. The Earth sign energy that you're tied to could give you information on what an Aries element is doing. So before I go any further, I want to just run through those examples that the Spirit was just giving me just now. So this could be like coworkers. This could be something really interesting where you have a business, you're in the business deal, or these are coworkers that you allowed them, you did or you did not allow them, or just doing it on their own, cross a financial boundary with you where they have your information and they're able to secretive accounts. They're able to open up secretive accounts in your name, or they just open up accounts with their own name, but it has your money in it or part of your money in it. It just depends on what's going on. And the Earth sign energy can help you figure that out. It just depends on the energy that's coming through. Your starting point has the Ace. That's why I'm going to a new job. So the Ace of Pentacles energy, what I just read, whichever one of those situations that was going on in the beginning, This is why you're looking for a new job, but Libra gave you. So a Libra could have offered you a new job, or this could be, you could be in a situation where you could be in the same job with a Libra. You may remain with them, but Aries wants you to. So the Aries wants you to remain in a job that you're already in with a Libra. They may not want you to leave, but they have your money. They don't want you to leave because they have your money or part of your money. So if you leave, you to realize something. If you decide to leave or switch jobs, they're going to realize that you are going to realize, okay, they're going to realize that you, okay, they're going to realize that you're starting to realize something shady. They're going to realize that you're going to realize that something is shady, or they realize that if you storm out, they realize that if you storm out of some type of realization, they're going to lose money. They're going to lose money. That's why the Five of Pentacles energy underneath. The Five of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles energy, this could be like you may have been making the Five of Pentacles, you're making good money. You may have been making good money with the Libra and the Aries and whatever sign that you're tied to. You could be making good money with them, but they're shady. But they're doing something really shady with your finances and things of that nature. But get funding also. So this could have something to do with business funding and what else, sponsors and funding and things of that nature. Something interesting could be gone, but it's mine. So funding money that a Libra received, funding money, I get both of them. Funding money that a Libra and an Aries element receive for a business. Part of that money is yours, or they may have needed part of your money to generate more. But that's how a business runs. So Ace of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles energy, that's how a business runs. You realizing that, wanting to leave. You could be realizing that and you want to leave. So there's two different situations here. So either you know that that's the way a business runs, but it has something to do with your own money that I didn't even ask people to go into. It also has to do with your own money that you didn't even ask people to go into. But there's also a situation here where you don't even know that you have money in a secretive account that is being used for funding, and that is also how a business runs. Those elements aren't telling you that. So the Earth sign giving you that heads up. The Earth sign energy could be giving you that heads up. They could be giving you that heads up, but question Libra or question Aries element. So you need to have a conversation with those two elements. You can't go to them and say, okay, you can't go to them and say, do you have an account in my name? You can't walk up to someone and say that. You can't go, you cannot. It just depends on, I almost said defend. Yes, you could be defending yourself. I almost said defend, but it just depends on the kind of, how familiar you are with the relationship that you have with these elements and your money, or the relationship that you have with these elements and how they use your money for funding. They use it for funding, or part of it for funding. So they ask your permission first. They did or they did not. They did or they did not. So how to confront? They did or they did not? How to confront them? But something is offensive also. So the Ace of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles, something could also be offensive to you. Something may end up being offensive to the Aries and the Libra, but don't understand something. So something may end up being really offensive to those elements because they're confronting them. They don't understand why you're confronting them. But use mysticism also. So the Five of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles, you use something mystically on them. Do you use something mystically on them? But how am I going to get something back? So the Ace of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, how am I going to get money back that they took? How am I going to get them to listen? How am I going to get them to listen? How am I going to get money? How am I going to get money? But it's in the funding. So you trying to figure out a mystical way or a regular way to get money back that is funding. That could be, you could be using something mystically to do that as well, because you could be finding out what Aries, you're finding out what Aries did, but the Aries used, or the Libra used part of your money for funding. And the earth sign energy is helping you to that realization, and you yourself is saying, how can I use something mystic? How can I utilize something that's mystical so that I can get my money back? So either you're gonna do it a regular way, or you may utilize. But Libra's scared, so you doing something a regular way. Or you trying to do something mystical. It could be making a Libra it could be potentially making a Libra nervous or making them scared. It is, or the fact that you want to leave because of some type of realization of finances and accounts, and your money being used in funding and things of that nature, or money that is coming into it isn't going to you. Money that is coming into a business isn't going to you, or money that is coming into a business is going into an account that it okay. Money that is coming into a business is going into an account that is in your name. Libra did something there that's interesting. Okay. What you're waiting on is a Two of Swords energy. So this is your energy and that of Aquarians. And I did say Libra, but they want you to stay. So when I hit Libra, they want you to stay in a business deal with them. But why are they doing something? So the Two of Swords, Ace of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles. Why is a Libra doing something? All these things that you're realizing, or however many of these things that you're realizing with the Five of Pentacles, that's why earlier on in the reading I said you want to look for a new job. I hit side with Aries. You want to side with an Aries element? Someone's going with siding with an Aries element, but Libra may be thinking that that's something that you did, but don't know they're working together. So you're siding with an Aries element, but you don't know that you don't know that the Aries element helps Libra. The Aries element secretly helps the Libra to your money. The Aries helps vice versa. Whichever one of those elements, they secretly help each other to your money. They help, or the both of those elements, the funding money that is coming into a business, both of those monies take a part of it. Both of those elements may take a part of that money, and they may not be giving you throwing shade. Someone's going with throwing shade with that also. Part of that money, they may bite off. They may take a chunk of that money for themselves, but they're not telling you when money is coming in either. So Two of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles, they swindle. They could be trying to swindle you, or they're not telling you. They're not telling you when funding for a business is coming in, but that's when they do something. Not telling you when money is coming in for a business. That's when they do something. Or that's when they did something, or they didn't do it yet, or that's when they're trying to do something. But it has something to do with an account, but can't have something under their names. So if they need to use your name, this is funding money for a business. If they need somewhere to keep it, they may need somewhere to keep it, but for some reason they can't use their name. They can't put the funding money in accounts that have their name on it, but just ask me. So when I said just ask me, that's your voice to the Libra. That's your voice to the Aries element. Just ask me first before you use your ID. Before you decide to use my ID. Before you decide to open up secretive. I keep getting secretive account. Before you decide to open up a secretive account that has my name on it, to put a portion, but they take the rest. To put a portion of funding money in. But those elements take the rest. But whatever else that is left, whatever percentage that is left from the funding money, they put it into an account, but they're not even giving it to you. They're putting it into an account that just has your name on it, but that's not fair. So Two of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles, that may not be fair. That could be what contemplating leaving a job, or temporarily leaving a job, or the Aries element doesn't want you to stay. You're siding with it that is working against you. You could be siding with an Aries element that you don't realize is working against you. They're working against you with a Libra. They are or they are not. But Libra likes the Libra likes you. The Libra likes you, but they're just, I get funding. They're just doing something really interesting or shady with funding. But okay, I see what's going on. This could be the Five of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. You work with those elements, but you may receive pay, and you may regularly receive pay. Nothing. Nobody touches your pay, but something's going on where there's extra almost a favoritism. Yes, favoritism. This extra funding that is coming in that you may feel that for some reason you may feel entitled to. That's what an Aries sees. So the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Swords, that could be what the Aries sees. You feel entitled to some percentage of funding that a business is receiving, and that could be why they did accounts. That could be why they did something really interesting with your identifications and open up accounts and secrecy in a business deal, or in a regular job that this is in. That could be the reason to why they make enough. That they did that because they may feel like you make enough, but they just need Something could be going on with credit and things of that nature also. They just need somewhere to hold the money, but they're not giving the money that they're holding. The money that they're holding, that is in an account that is on your name, that money, they don't want you to see that money. That money, they don't want you to see that money. For some reason, you feel entitled to a portion of that money, but that money is just so that that money regenerate that money. They just need somewhere to hold that money so they can regenerate that money. But it's not necessarily supposed to go to you because they deem you to be making enough. It just depends on but what are you hemming and hawing for? So the Two of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles, what are you hemming and hawing for? Like, are you hemming and hawing about something? But I get government funding. Are you hemming and hawing about government funding that a business is receiving? And that could be something that a Libra and it can't stand. That could be something that a Libra and an Aries element can't stand. So either this is a situation where you are receiving, you're fine financially. You could be receiving what you want more. You could be comfortable with what you're receiving, but at the same time you want more. I keep getting government funding. You want more, but it implies that you bite off what somebody's receiving from government funding. So, or it is a government funded business that is run here, but a portion of that money isn't going to you because elements here feel like you make enough. The elements here feel like you make enough. It just depends on what's going on, or if it's something, or if it's not that, then somebody just feels. If it's not that, then somebody just feels like somebody may just out of spite. Someone could just be doing something really interesting to you out of spite. And it's the Aries or the Libra element. Whatever it is, government funding. You want to benefit from government. You want to benefit from some type of government funding, or you make enough in your regular job. Why do you need government funding? You make enough from a regular job that you're in. Those elements may not understand why you're if you are not why you're hemming and hawing about not receiving some part of government funding in a business. It just depends on what's happening, or they're doing it, or something is wrong about what those elements are doing. It just depends on the energy that is coming through. Your present has the Emperor, sign of Aries. That's why I said Aries elements. Could be an Aries guy, could be Aries female, male energies there, or it's a Taurus. I did say earth sign energy helping you, but the same thing happens to them. So if it's a Taurus element, the same thing may happen to them. Government, something's going on with government money. Like government funding, government money, something governmental is happening. Something is governmental that is happening with their money. Something is happening with government funding that this element is supposed to receive. It could be financial aid and things of that nature, or it's just taxes. It's just taxes or financial aid. It could be tax. It could be financial aid, taxes. It is money back, like money back from student loans that doesn't get used and things of that nature. That the same thing could be happening to them. You may work with them and the same thing happens, but they keep complaining. You work with them, the same thing may happen to them, but they also keep complaining. So, and that for whatever issue you have, they also have, but confide in them. So when I said that, you may confide in them for that exact reason. You may confide in a Taurus. You confide in the Aries element. That's why I said earlier on in the reading, siding with an Aries element. But I see what's going on here. This could be a situation here where you may have sided. I keep feeling this feeling of you didn't know that they were against. You could be male, could be female Aries, and earlier on in the reading, or male Aries, or you could be tied to a male. You could be tied to a male Aries element that helps another Aries, a male Aries element that helps another Aries element, and that external Aries element could be a female, or vice versa. It just depends on what's going on. But they work with Libra. Those elements work with a Libra, but not the Taurus. Those elements work with a Libra, but not the Taurus element. They work with them, but not the Taurus. But one of them is a liar. So one of the Aries from earlier on in the reading, one of the Aries elements is a liar. You deem one of the Aries elements to be a liar, but not the Taurus element, not the Taurus, because it's not the Taurus element, because it's not the Taurus, but it's swindled. It's not the Taurus because they too have also been swindled by Aries elements. They too have also been swindled by Aries elements there. But for some reason, you could be talking, for some reason, favoritism. You could be talking, oh, I see what's happening here. You're talking to this element about some kind of favoritism that you receive from an Aries element. Like I said earlier on in the reading, you're talking to them about, it could be a Taurus or an Aries dude. It's a man. It's a Taurus male. It's an Aries element that's a guy. But I was also getting an external Aries element that could be a female. Thought they favored me. So when I said that, you thought you were thinking that they were favoring you. But an Aries male and a Taurus know what they know what an external Aries element is doing to you, and you could be talking to this knows what's happening. You could be talking to this element about favoritism that you think you're receiving, but someone is blind about that. So something there you may not see that isn't real Aries. Something there you may not see that isn't real about an Aries female or male element. Or it's a Taurus that you're having knows what Aries doing to you. It's a Taurus that you're having a conversation with. You're having a conversation with about favoritism. But the Taurus that's why I said getting help from the Earth sign. The Taurus has information on what on what an Aries element and Libra and what those elements have been doing to you. So this is kind of like thinking that I keep feeling Aries. This is like thinking that you are you or not. Somebody may really favor you. Somebody may favor you and give you everything that you need in terms of your finances and pay and favoritism, whatever it is, but still do something shady. That doesn't mean that the external Aries element wouldn't do something shady in a Libra or just an Aries element. And that's why you're talking to the Taurus. Saw the Aries element do something. You're talking to the Taurus, but they saw the Aries element do something with your money and accounts and whatever it is. But please tell me. So I'm looking at them and you're saying, please tell me, please tell me what you saw. Please, something's embarrassing also. Something is embarrassing also. The please tell me what you saw. That could be their voice. That could be the Taurus voice to you, or it could be an Aries dude. That could be their voice to you. That an Aries female did something with their money also. Aries female did something really shady with their money also. Government money, business funding, and things of that nature. But they were promised some of that also. They were promised some type of return there also. They may have been promised that also, That's why the Two of Swords energy is there. You don't know who to talk to. Two of Swords, you don't know who to trust. That's why I said there's elements here that are liars. There's elements here that are liars. So you got either a Libra, you got an Aries male, you got Taurus male. One of them is lying. When I ran through them, one of them is lying to you about something. They're whatever the conversation is, or wherever the conversation is getting carried to, is to lead you astray. Wherever the conversation is being carried to is to lead you astray. It's to lead you astray. So Taurus limited. Something is limited about your conversations with a Taurus. Something could be limited about an Aries male knows what Aries. They know what Aries female has been doing with Libra, or they know what Aries female has been doing singular by themselves with your things. And government funding and taxes and loans and things of that nature, Interesting. Whatever it is. The Wheel of Fortune energy is in the future right there, and your instincts has the Empress energy here. You got a lot. That's why I said Aries female. The Empress energy is an Aries female. The Empress energy is, or it could be a Libra female that you're dealing with. It could be leaving. I almost said leaving. When I said Libra female, you're leaving a Libra female. It could be a Libra female that you're leaving, or both of these elements. You could be leaving Libra female, Aries female, but they steal those air sign elements that are females. They steal. Or you're aware that that government funding. You're aware that they wean off of government funding. But it's because of a Libra male, or an Aries male, that it's because of an Aries male or a Libra male that an Aries and a Libra female wean off of government funding. It's their fault. It's two men's fault that two women are weaning off of government funding or business funding. Well, business funding would be government funding. Business funding would be government funding or some type of nonprofit of some kind. But I don't even receive. When I hit that, I don't even receive. So if it's not business necessarily, it's heavy business. At school, it has something to do with school. It has something to do with business and jobs and things of that nature. If not anything like that, this energy. The Empress energy is also matriarch energy. It could be your mother or somebody else's, or a motherly figure that weans off of taxes. The motherly figure that weans off of taxes. A motherly figure in your workplace. A motherly figure in your home. It just depends on what's going on. A motherly open up account. A motherly figure in your home could have opened up an account. But that's what they said. So when I said that, that's what an Aries male / Taurus male. That's what this element said. That's what this the Emperor energy that right here in the present. That's what they said that an Aries female or Libra female did. Or one of those elements did that to a Taurus. One of those elements did that to a Taurus. Or the Taurus may know that a Libra, whichever Aries female, a Libra female, the Taurus may know, the Taurus male knows that a Libra female and or an Aries open up account. They know that those Aries female, Libra female open up an account. They know that already. They do or they do not. But tired of seeing this happening. So when I said that you could be tired of seeing this kind of thing, this could be happening in an office. It's giving me an office kind of feeling. This could be happening in an office. This could be happening like a student aid office. This could be weird stuff that's happening in a student aid office or a regular work office, like a regular office that you go into. Whatever kind of business this is, whatever environment this is happening in. It just depends on what's going on. Or it's a regular business deal where people aren't receiving their fair shares. It's a regular business deal where people may not be receiving that. They need to get out also. People may not be people may not be receiving their fair shares, but there's also the element here where this element may back out. They're backing out on their own, or they need to get out. They just may need, but leave Libra. They may need to leave a Libra. Aries male, Taurus male may need to leave a Libra that's a female. They need to leave an Aries element that's a female. Female's no good. Someone is no good with the Aries / Libra female. Somebody may be no good about them. Or what they're doing, or what they're doing to you, male and female. What they're doing to you is male and female energies. I don't feel like they're siding. I feel like you side with this element in the present. I don't feel like they're doing anything. I feel like whatever it is that you have going on that's extreme, it also happens to them with Aries male. No, with Aries female, with Libra female, with Libra male, with Libra male. But where's the Aquarian? So when I ran through all those elements and you have those kind of interactions with those elements, where's the Aquarian energy? But they got what they wanted, or they could have got what they wanted and left, but didn't know they were a part of something. So if it's in Aquarian, you didn't know they were a part of a business deal, received government funding. You didn't know they received government funding. And that could be what a Taurus male and the Aries male could be bringing down your ear. That could be what the Emperor energy is trying to bring down your ear. Aquarian being favored. They're being favored by someone. They're being favored by someone that stole from you. They're being favored by someone that stole from you, and someone that stole from you, or someone or somebody that stole from you is a Libra male, is a Libra female, is an Aries female. You know? It just depends on what's going on there. But why would they leave? So the Two of Swords, if it's in the Aquarian, why would the Aquarian energy leave at wrong timing? Why would they leave at this time when I need them? You may need them, but menial help. So they may give you menial help in some type of situation here. Someone's menial help with them for some reason, okay? The accomplishment has the Four of Cups right next to the Ace of Pentacles. I don't want to leave. So the Four of Cups energy right next to the Ace of Pentacles. I don't want to leave this job. It's right next to a new job. It's right next. I kind of see Ace of Pentacles to be school environments, office environments, new workplace, new school, new job, current job. It just depends on what's happening. With the Four of Cups right next to that, or business deal. This Ace of Pentacles could be a new business deal. It's an ace. A new business deal, people are cheating. New business deal, people are cheating. I don't feel like it's sex cheating. I don't feel like it's romantic or sex cheating. I feel like it's cheating like accounts. I feel like it's cheating because some shady that's going on in a business account, or business accounts with an S. With the Four of Cups right next to the Ace of Pentacles. You know, Four of Cups right next to this. But should I work from home? So Four of Cups right next to the Ace of Pentacles. Should I work from home? Should I work from home? Should I start my own business on the side? Should I start my own business on the side? Should I open up a store for myself? Should I open up whatever it is you're considering working on the side because you can't deal with shadiness that happens. The working alone or considering working alone on the side is because you're aware of shadiness that happens in a regular job that you go into with taxes, with accounts, with IDs, with whatever it is, or just not getting money that you feel entitled to, and something that annoying Libra, something there could something about that, a thought that you have there, maybe what's annoying a Libra, that could be why they're doing something really oddly, but you still work with that element there, you still work with them, still work with them. Four of Cups right next to there, you know. The spiritual self has the Nine of Cups next to the Two of Cups. I mean, the Two of Swords energy with the Nine of Cups. Okay, now these cups energy here, it does give me a family feeling, but involved with job. So when I said family feeling, your family is involved with your jobs with an S, or your job. You know that? You don't know that. But it's because of a Libra. It's because of a Libra that you have a family member or family members that are involved with your job. Or it's you're responsible for why we didn't offer your taxes. You could be you're responsible. You're not into why your family member. I get something about coming up to your job also, or paying a visit to your job. But I get a jealous family member or an envious family member. So you could be in a situation here where it could be water sign energy, or if it's not, if these are minor cards that are coming up here. I kind of see these major arcana cards I feel like these are fixed signs that you're dealing with. So I do feel this element here where I keep feeling this feeling a family member, or it could be the Libra female and Aries. They could be family members or business partners. Are you deeming to be that way? Literally family, but someone is literally family here also. That is, they're interfering with your spoke to boss. They're interfering with your job in the sense where one of those elements, however many of those elements, they're interfering with your job. Are you responsible for the reason into why a parent or a sibling or a cousin is interfering with your job? But used to work with coworker. So when I hit cousin, something about a cousin or a sibling or whatever, they used to, or uncle, whatever, they used to work with a coworker that you currently have. That could be why the Four of Cups is right next, but they stole. The Four of Cups next to the Ace of Pentacles, they stole. Or it's a regular business that you're running on your own. It's a regular business that you may be running on your own, family involved, but family is involved. But what's happening here is contacted old coworker. You could have a family member that contacted, or they're trying to contact an ex coworker or an ex business partner that you have. That's how they did something. So Two of Swords next to the Nine of Cups in your spiritual self. That's how they did something there. That's how they did something. So if this is a business, this is a business that you have, that you run with other people connected to family members. When I said that somebody in a business that you run on your own with other people, they're interconnected to cousin. They're interconnected to your cousins or cousin. And they did accounts. They did something really interesting there with accounts, and accounts in your name, and accounts that have a stash of money, accounts that have a stash of money in it that you don't know about, but saw somebody do something. So Nine of Cups in the spiritual self, you could have seen somebody do something, or you're going to see somebody do something. This is a 9 card that I keep looking at, so it could be December 9th. It could be December 9th or not. It's a 9. This could be something. It's a 9 card. This could be something that's happening. This could be something that has been happening to you since September. I get before that. So something that has been happening to you since September. It's been happening to you since before September. It depends on what's going on. Need to see. Two of Swords right next to the Nine of Cups. You need to see something that you're not seeing still. That you're not seeing. But it has to do with business partners. I feel this feeling every time I say that, interconnection. That's to do with business partners being interconnected to cousins and siblings and secretive accounts that those elements share amongst themselves that they're not telling you about. They're putting I almost said thousands. That could be a possibility. They're putting thousands of dollars in there and not telling you that there's thousands of dollars in there. But it has your name on it somehow for some reason. You know that, or you don't know that. You know, Two Swords next to the Nine of Cups energy. If it's not anything like that, the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Cups energy in the spiritual self, The Nine of Cups energy is that your wishes may end up water sign. Your wishes may end up being met with water sign energies like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but they have been seeing something for a while, or they've just been seeing something. They've been seeing something, hearing something, noticing something. They've been aware of something for a while. They've been aware of something for a while, or they've been seeing something. It could be your partners, other family members that are water sign energies, Cancers and Scorpios and Pisces wean off of taxes. I ran through the water signs, they wean off of your taxes, but the only reason that they do or they do not. The only reason that they do is because one of them or an external family member, one of them or an external family member got in contact with your job, and I asked for copies, got in contact with your job and asked for copies of something, asked for copies of an ID that you wouldn't give them, asked them for copies of an ID that you wouldn't show someone, that you wouldn't show a cousin, that you wouldn't show a sibling. They got really crossed a boundary. They crossed some type of interesting boundary there. Or it could be ex co-workers or ex business partners that are moving this way, but more so family. So when I said that, more so a family member, like a jealous, envious family member that you have is doing something weird there. That's interesting. Are you not giving a particular I had a cousin. Are you not giving a cousin attention or money? And they contacted an old colleague. You have a family member that contacted your old colleague that you have, or that could be something that they're trying to do, but feels deceived. So when I said that, when I read on that example, you have a family member that, or ex coworker or whatever, but I feel more so a family member that's jealous. There's a family member you have that's jealous, and they went really deep to contact a ex colleague that you have or a current one, and ask them for copies but that's how they benefit. They ask them for copies and ID or whatever it is they ask for those things because of jealousy and envy that they did that. Or the reason the jealousy and envy is tied into the reason the jealousy and envy with that element, or is tied into the reason into why you just don't like them, and you didn't give them anything. It depends on but Christmas is coming up, so that's coming to mind for some reason. If you celebrate Christmas is around the corner. Christmas, the spirit just made me feel, the spirit just pushed that right through me to say for some reason. Christmas is around the corner, or the holiday season. If you don't celebrate Kwanzaa, whatever, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever it is, those holidays are coming around the corner. But find out what family did, or find out what family is doing, or what they've done. That's really interesting. Whatever it is, but whatever it is that whatever kind of treatment, I keep giving cousin, whatever kind of treatment you gave a cousin in the past, they really, their head is swelled up to the point where they can't stand that you're not paying attention. They can't stand, you may be successful, but they can't stand that you're successful not paying attention to them. They can't stand that you're successful and you're not paying attention to them. And so they're being devious. They're trying to be really devious with something here. They're not. So make sure you pay attention make sure you get gifts for your cousin, whatever it is, or your sibling. Somebody has the jealousy or envy has them bent out of shape like the Exorcist. The King of Cups energy is in the mentality here, okay, with the Empress. And I did say Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energies. This could be whatever Scorpio, whatever male energy that's shown up here. It's water sign energy, that's a man. Can also be water sign females, but they're distant. Water sign females like Cancer and Scorpio and Pisces females, they're distant. But I feel it's still involved. I feel like a water sign male is still involved. I feel like a water sign male is income. They're still involved with your income, or something interesting. Something could be going on with their income, but don't make very little, or they may not make as much as you. But another coworker. So I'm looking at them. They could also be another coworker that did something shady. They're another coworker that did something shady here also. They could be a part of the shadiness from the beginning with the Libras and the Aries elements and whatever. They could be a part of that, but don't know that they do that. So when I say that, this element may not know that those elements do that to you. They do, or they do not know that. Or something is menial. Something is menial about something that's going on with this person. So either they don't. I keep getting income. They don't make as much as you do. They don't make as much, and that could be why they're behind the scenes That could be why they're behind the scenes doing something really interesting. They could be behind, but need to talk to them. You're thinking that you may need to have a conversation with them as well. You need to have a conversation with the King of Cups energy that's here, or the water sign male that's there. You know, they may not know from earlier on in the reading. They may not know how those other elements are rolling with you, but at the same devious. At the same time, they are something is also devious with them. But they're I don't feel like they're directly. I don't feel like they're directly trying to affect you. I feel like I keep feeling this feeling. I feel deceived. They may feel deceived by you, but I don't feel like they want to do. I don't feel like the feeling of deception that they have with you. I don't feel like it's as extreme as the other elements feel. I feel like they just annoyed. I feel like they're just annoyed, but I don't feel like they are bent out of shape as much as the other elements are with something here. And it could be attention. It has something to do with their income or your income with this person. And they could have been annoyed. They could be annoyed. That's why I said annoyed. They could just be annoyed by a favoritism that you're receiving. Whatever. But it has to do with income and things of that nature. And the conversation, Libra, the conversations from earlier on in the reading could be conversations that they also had with a Libra about money, accounts, funding. The Libra or the Aries, whichever, they may give them favoritism. They may give them favoritism, or they give them part of your money. They may give them part of your money, but out of envy. They give them part of your money out of envy. Okay. What's changing is the Queen of Cups. There's your what you have. That's why I said females also. I know they're going to show up there. The water sign females are showing up here also. The Scorpio, envious. When I hit Scorpio, the Scorpio is envious. The Scorpio is envious of something that you have happening here, or it's these water sign males, these water sign females and things of that nature, Pisces and Cancer, envious. These water sign male and female energies are envious, or more so this envious. More so this element is envious. Pisces female, Scorpio, whatever water sign energy that's a female, Cancerian female, they're envious. But helps them. So I'm looking at the Queen of Cups. They help a King of Cups energy. They these elements, they help each other. The Scorpio may help a Pisces male. The Scorpio female may help a Pisces male. The Cancerian female may help whatever water sign energy is a male. These elements, whichever, swap them up. Choose one. They help. These elements help each other to some extent. They help each other. Scorpio. These elements help each other behind the scenes with Aries or by themselves. I feel like this element knows what Aries is doing. I feel like this element or one of these elements know what an Aries is doing, but I feel like this limited information. I feel like a King of Cups has limited information on that. But I feel like the Queen of Cups energy has more information on what an Aries is doing. They have more. But they, at the same time, they help each other, and because the Queen of Cups energy helps them, that could be how they're finding out that could be how they're finding out what is happening to you in the way that it is with your money or your IDs, your accounts and things of that nature. But why did Libra do? So when I ran through that, why did Libra do something there? Why did Libra do? The Spirit just said, why did Libra do something interesting here? Why did Libra do something here? Whatever it is that Libra did. The Queen of Pentacles energy is going towards the Wheel of Fortune, but she's mine. The Queen of Pentacles, she's mine. She's mine. You know what's giving me this feeling of that, like the girl is mine, like that Michael Jackson song. She's mine, mine, mine. I'm looking at this element, and that song is you may like Michael Jackson, you may be a diehard fan for Michael Jackson, but that song specifically is resonating with this element for some reason. She's mine. This element, she's mine. I was getting Taurus, but I feel like it's a Taurus male here. I feel like it's a Taurus male, but this element could be Capricorn and Virgo female, whatever, or sign energy that's a female. I feel like it could be Capricorn energy that's yours. The Capricorn energy is yours. You're saying that the Queen of Pentacles energy is yours. However you want to look at is yours. Helper. They're a helper to some interesting stuff you have going on here. Whatever. That could be the reason, or because you're saying that, making them envious. Because you have that thought with them, it's making this energy envious. It's making a Queen of Cups energy envious. They could be an ex that's devious. They could be an ex-friend, ex that's devious, ex whatever. that's devious and doesn't want you to be or spend time with the Queen of Pentacles. But we're together. But we're together. WE''RE. We're together. We are together. We're together. And it could be because of mysticism and but introducing the family. It could be because of mysticism and things of that nature. But it's you could be meeting these elements if they're not family. You could be meeting this element's family. They could be a friend of yours, coworker of yours that sees what's happening to you. Your coworker that sees what's happening to you, or just intuitively know what's happening to you. Mm. They intuitively know what's going on with you. But the Wheel of Fortune energy leaving job, the Wheel of Fortune energy, you're trying to leave a job. That's what you could be leaving to be with them. You could be leaving a job to be with them. Or you could be leaving a job. You could be leaving a job that you're in with them. There's that. You could be leaving a job that they are also in with you. You could be leaving that job with them. But I get to be with them. You're leaving a job to be with them. You're leaving a business that you're running your own to incorporate something that they have. You could be leaving a business idea or a business that you're running your own to incorporate something that they have going on. But she's amazing. So Queen of Pentacles energy is amazing. They're amazing to you. And that could be that something that you're trying to do with them is annoying Pisces. Is annoying the Pisces. Whatever it is, it's annoying the Pisces, it's annoying the Scorpio, but they're jealous of. The Scorpio, those water sign females could be jealous of the Queen of Pentacles. Or it's the males that are undercover envious. The males could be undercover envious of the Queen of Pentacles. They're undercover envious. It's not as out there as the Queen of Cups energy are. Their feeling of jealousy and envy, Capricorn. Their feeling of jealousy and envy towards the Capricorn energy that you want to be with. Whatever it is. But the reason why you're going towards them can help you. You're going towards them because they can help you. They can help you, or they know what's happening to you. Saw what Aries did. Knows what Aries did, but talk to them often. So the knows what Aries did. The Queen of Pentacles may talk to the Aries element often, or they walk by them in the street, but they watch each other. Walking by each other in the street, they watch each other. The Aries element watches. The Aries element may online. The Aries element may watch a Queen of Pentacles energy online. They watch, or these elements watch each other online, or just the Aries or the Libra female watches, because the Taurus is something interesting is going on with the Taurus element. The Taurus element that's why I said the Taurus could also Libra. The Taurus is tied to the Libra. However, whatever kind of partner, the Taurus element is also tied to a Libra. And the Taurus eyeballing them. The Taurus could be eyeballing the Queen of Pentacles energy, Capricorn. The Taurus is eyeballing the Capricorn energy there. They're eyeballing them. But it's only because this element is helpful. They're helpful in the sense they know what's going on. They know what's happening with a Taurus male. The Taurus / Aries male is showing up here because you're dealing with similar. You yourself are dealing with similar issues that they are. And the Queen of Pentacles knows that information. The Queen of Pentacles knows that information. They just know that. Okay. Libra and Aries and accounts and shadiness. All right, let's see what the outcome is here for you, Gemini. I mean, if it's a situation like from earlier on in the reading, if it's a situation where I keep feeling this feeling of the spirit saying bitching, are you bitching about money, or something's going on with it could be however extreme, however it resonates, but it could be a situation here where you may receive. Nobody may be tampering or messing with your pay. You just want more. You just want because of favoritism. You just want more of something because of favoritism. And because of somebody can't stand. Somebody also can't stand that's behind the scenes somewhere here. Okay. Let's see. The Empress energy is an outcome. Let me do another outcome here. Okay. Let me do that again. I'm the Empress. Oh my goodness. 5 of Pentacles. Leaving the Aries and Libras and the shadiness. The 8 of Swords energy is with a leaving job. The 8 of Swords is with temporarily leaving a job or starting your own thing or continuing your own thing. but they want me to come back. I'm looking at the Empress energy came out again. They want you to come back. I can't get away. It's this energy. I can't get away from it. That could be something that you're. I'm saying that, but that could be something that you're saying. But she's mystical, so not being able to tear away from the Libra female or the Aries female, they're mystical. One of them, or both of them are. They're mystical. They're mystical. So they could be doing something really shady with your money. They could be doing something really shady with your money. They're doing something really shady with your money, but you're real. You're they. This could be a situation. They're the type of mysticism that the type of mysticism that they utilize could be. It could be to stop you. It could be to stop you. That's why I said realizing. It could be to stop you from realizing. Okay, it could be. It could be to stop you. It could be to stop the queen you from realizing something that the Queen of Pentacles energy is trying to reveal to you. There's that. But it has something to do weaning off. It has something to do with them weaning off of something that you have. With the Eight of Swords energy there. But they're the type of mysticism that it keeps you in a job. The type of mysticism that they utilize, it keeps in a Libra, it keeps these females, the type of mysticism that they utilize, it keeps you in a job. It keeps you in a job or paying attention to them. Or paying attention to them, but they're not doing something right with your thing. They are not. You allow them to. You did. You did not. Or something's going on with funding. I want part. You just. It could be a very small situation where you just want part of some type of funding, but they're not trying to give it to you. But they like your skill. They like your skill, but someone's petty. Also, do they think something? Do they think something that you're complaining about is petty, or something that they have wanting to leave? You wanting to leave them, vice versa. Something is petty about that. Someone is petty. So, are you being petty about something? Someone could be petty there. Why am I not receiving part of this funding? Eight of Swords with the Five of Pentacles energy, But you want to storm out, you want to leave, or has someone do? It makes sense to want to leave if somebody has accounts. I get Libra. It makes sense to want to leave if a Libra's doing that kind of weird. A Libra's doing that without your permission, but it can mess up something going on with your credit. Keep an eye on Libra. So when I said keep an eye on a Libra, male, female, keep an eye on them. Eight of Swords. Whatever it is, keeping you in a job but you're using mysticism to keep you in a job, but they're using information wrongly. They're using your information wrongly. But you have a good skill, so they're trying to stop you from realizing that they are using your information wrongly. But they're using mysticism to keep you there. Whatever it is, binding spell. I don't know. Whatever. All right, Gemini. Let me know how it resonates. Be well. Take care. Bye.